Hi, Gemini. This is a general reading for the sign of Gemini. If you have Gemini anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Gemini. Gemini, during this reading, we do look at the tarot cards and we do determine what the tarot is trying to tell us. And we also look at the placement of the moon, the placement of the sun, and other planets, and how they may be affecting you or affecting those that are surrounding you at this time, and really get a good idea of the energy. When we have a really good idea of the energy that is surrounding us or that is coming from within us, that is when we are able to make really sound and wise decisions. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Gemini. Gemini, this week, the moon will be full in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is a water sign. And so, since Cancer is a water sign, we can expect hidden feelings and emotions to come to the surface. At the very least, we can expect to have thoughts of nostalgia. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Gemini. Also, Gemini, Venus enters into Sagittarius this week. And Venus is the planet of love, and it deals with everything that has to do with love and passion. And so we can be sure that love and passion will be on everyone's minds this week. And look at this beautiful 10 of Cups as the foundation, the basis of your reading this week. And that is really emotional and spiritual fulfillment. Really achieving what it is that we would like to achieve emotionally and spiritually. A very happy and pleasant time. And it's driven by the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is a guardedness, a protectiveness. Perhaps you've really been guarding and really protecting your feelings and your thoughts and your emotions and maybe even your spirituality, just protecting that, really having your guard up. Do be mindful of that, Gemini. There is a difference between boundaries and walls. And while it is very important to have boundaries, we don't want to put up those walls. When we put up those walls, nothing can get out and nothing can get in. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading here this week, Gemini, and the Hierophant cards. You are being asked to trust. You are being asked to have faith in a process. There is an opportunity. There is a space for creating and manifesting what it is that you would like to create. Manifest what it is that you would like to manifest. An option that you do not see, an option that you're not taking advantage of. A passion, a desire. A passion or desire. Again, you, Gemini, you are being asked to trust, to have faith in a process. And maybe this process, this trust, this project does not rely solely on you. It requires you to put your trust or to have faith in a process, or have faith in someone else's ability. And perhaps you've been maybe dragging your feet. You've been very guarded about that, about putting your faith, putting your trust into someone else. That this is something that you cannot do it alone. You know, and I think in your last few readings, this has come up, and here it's coming up again. It's about being a team player. I do invite you to read or to view your last few readings, and hopefully there's a message or some information there for you that you may find helpful for you at this time, Gemini. But patience and trust and finding satisfaction in what it is that you can do or what it is that you do. And the rest will fall in place, Gemini. The key to success is teamwork. The key to success, the key to the garden, the key to creating is teamwork. And patience in letting others do what they are meant to do. What they are meant to do. Find satisfaction in what you do. Find appreciation in what you do. And that is when you will relax and let others do what it is that they do and find appreciation in what it is that they do. And then all of the pieces will fit together. All of the pieces are going to fall into place, Gemini, but it's going to require you to relax and be patient and trust that others will do the right thing for you. In your work life, in your private life, in your home life, in your personal life, a quiet transition. And if we look closer at this card, this is the River Styx. And starting from the beginning, starting from where we are now, moving forward from where we are now, there is a gift here. And I'm not surprised that we see that this Four of Cups this week. This is letting me know that you are going to be having thoughts and feelings and memories of nostalgia. And these thoughts and feelings of memories of nostalgia hold a gift. And you are going to see that gift and understand that gift with a new understanding. There is a light in those memories. There is a light that is meant to guide you, that is meant to teach you. Many times we will visit past thoughts, we will visit past memories, because there is still a lesson there for us to learn. There's knowledge there for us to connect with. And I really do see you taking advantage of that this week. Gemini, this week, that full moon will shine light in your house of security. And do be prepared to ask yourself, how do your relationships influence your sense of security and your sense of self-worth? Look at the situation and the role that you play in somebody else's eyes. And so why, especially when we're dealing with family situations, each of us does kind of take on a role, take on characteristics in the family. And sometimes we start playing those roles kind of mindlessly, without any thought. But this week, by placing yourself in other people's shoes, in other people's position, and looking at your role that you play in this situation from that other party's view, is going to bring you new clarity and new knowledge. And this new clarity and this new knowledge will also grant you insight, new insight and new clarity to the role that this third person plays in your life. And I see you really taking that information, taking that newfound knowledge, taking that gift, and moving forward very positively. And perhaps changing the role that you play within this situation and putting a positive spin on that. And why I say that is because we have this Magician card. This Magician is making magic happen. This Magician has all the skills and has all the tools. And you've been drawing this card a lot in your last few readings here, Capricorn. And the Five of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the moving forward into the future with passion, desire, and forethought. There is a newfound self-awareness here that gives you insights and increases your emotional intelligence, or your emotional intelligence. And so, you know, many times people will say, well, there's book smarts and there's street smarts. And that street smarts is really speaking to the emotional intelligence. And this newfound self-awareness increases your emotional intelligence. And that is where personal growth begins. Personal growth begins from the smallest changes and the smallness awarenesses. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Gemini. Thank you, Gemini. You have a blessed week and Merry Christmas.